Hey Ryder, are you ready to get the latest news, events, and entertainment in your community? Well, you know we have it all right here on Ryder right now. I'm your host, Kelly Dixon. Ryder recently hosted a career fair to bring many employers to campus. Farrah Thompson has the story.
Hi, I'm here in the Bart Ludicky Center for the first career fair of the 2008-2009 school year. Let's check it out. Students from all majors crowded into the Kavala room to meet with representatives from more than 60 companies. The career fair lets students interact one-on-one with people from these various organizations.
I talked to McCarter Theater because I'm planning on double majoring in communications and theater.
I'm an accounting major, and there are a lot of accounting companies here, so it's very easy to meet companies, meet new people.
Talking with recruiters and handing out resumes gave students an advantage over others who did not attend.
I came to the career fair for networking skills. It's good to network and a feature to help me get a job, basically.
It also provided job and internship leads for those who were interested.
To look for summer internships or management training programs, just to get some experience before I graduate.
I caught up with a few company reps to hear what qualities they look for in a prospective employee.
We came to the career fair today because we're looking for people who are self-motivators, who are entrepreneurial, but also people who have a little bit of knowledge in finance.
Basically, I think what we look for are people that are very personable, well-spoken, like to be active in their communities, and genuinely have an interest of helping others.
Companies from many different areas gathered together, including accounting, insurance, and food services, to provide a wide range of options for students to explore. Make sure you are as prepared as you can be before attending your next or first career fair. This is Farrah Thompson reporting for Ryder right now.
Check out Career Services in the BLC to get more info about possible career paths and to get your resume reviewed. The literary journal On Fire has its second annual journal premiere. Eva Dela Cruz was there to check out the event.
On Fire had its second journal premiere with a big celebration on Ryder campus.
The importance is that this is our second premiere, which is huge because anybody can do something once, but to actually do it again sets you in history, you know? It gets people thinking, okay, well, they're serious because they were able to produce a wonderful thing twice.
The event was an evening of poetry from many different students, outside poets, and alumni.
We have now.
Drive to be efficient pushes me to question quitters. And though I never quit, I just escape. The two aren't distant.
I think it came out pretty good. You saw us doing the electric slide and everything. You had Marcy up here singing. Couture was up here dancing. We did a really good job. Had a pretty good turnout. The food was good. The energy was high, and I can't wait to do it again.
The event was established to further push On Fire's presence on campus.
It's basically awareness of what On Fire is. People came to our poetry special, but that didn't explain what On Fire was. That was just our poetry special hosted by On Fire. That wasn't the explanation. This is the explanation. This is basically showing people what we're about. This is our show, the On Fire show.
At the end of the night, there was a sense of pride and accomplishment for On Fire Journal.
It's happy that a lot of people came out. It's basically the minorities of Ryder University expressing themselves and actually having a platform and a stage to be able to express themselves. That's what On Fire represents.
This is Eva Dela Cruz reporting for Ryder right now.
You can hear the latest about On Fire at their bi-weekly meetings on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. A new women's literacy journal is also emerging on Ryder's campus. Gina Grasso has all the info on the new journal.
Celebrities and stars affect the way people perceive themselves and society. They are looked upon as role models, rousing the way people look and act. Maria Gullo, the founder of Her Story Literary Journal, looked to these icons for inspiration.
My inspiration for this, originally, was Marilyn Monroe, who was someone that was extremely beautiful and articulate, but you never would have thought that she was articulate because of how she was revealed and how she was represented in the media. And I feel like that's how a lot of women at Rider feel, or a lot of women in general feel. Like no matter what, they're never really represented correctly, and they can never really be themselves or just open up and be honest. And I feel like this journal is so important because we need to give people opportunity to express themselves, especially women.
Her Story is the first feminist literary journal Rider has ever seen on its campus, creating an opportunity for unknown writers and artists to be published.
I think feminism definitely affects men as well. Feminism, I think necessarily people think that it's like about hating men or burning your bra or like Britney Spears, like girl power stuff. It's not really about that. Like feminism is just about like respecting yourself and respecting other people and expressing yourself.
The first journal is to be published later this year, but is still accepting submissions. However, the deadline is coming up soon.
Okay, the journal will be published out March 12th. Our deadline is December 15th, so it's pretty quick. We have like a month-ish, a little bit more than a month to get stuff in. So right.
Ideas, pictures, and stories can be sent to herstory@rider.edu. For Rider Right Now, this has been Gina Grasso.
Her Story is establishing itself on campus, so be on the lookout for its first publication. This past weekend, Rider University invited families to visit and enjoy a plethora of activities on campus. One of the first events Rider hosted was the crowning of the Cranberry King and Queen. Garrett Williams attended the culminating event.
This past weekend, Rider celebrated the crowning of the 2008 Cranberry King and Queen. This year, the contestants delivered presentations explaining why they should be chosen to represent Rider by performing various skits, song, and dance. Some of the contestants expressed their dedication to Rider by sharing their experiences. After the crowning of the King and Queen, I spoke with a few contestants about the competition.
The Cranberry King and Queen competition this year went very, very well. We had a great field of candidates, and everyone really participated full-heartedly, and everyone did such a fantastic job on everything from the self-expression to the vignettes to the spirit competition. It was just a lot of fun.
To represent Rider as Cranberry King, I think it's a tremendous honor. The past week and a half, me and the contestants, we did a lot of extra stuff on top of what we were doing, and just to be recognized by the university as leaders on campus is just a tremendous honor.
For me, Cranberry Queen is about loving Rider more than anything, loving it with all your heart, and putting your best foot forward and taking every opportunity that you can to do everything that you can. And I'm just so lucky to be recognized for the things that I love doing.
Congratulations to the Cranberry King and Queen. This is Garrett Williams reporting for Rider Right Now.
Congratulations to the winners and all of the nominees who participated. To keep the weekend going, SEC invited actor and comedian Hal Sparks to perform at Rider as part of Family Weekend festivities. Kristen Salvatore was able to sit down and catch up with the star.
What made you want to be a comedian?
I started doing stand-up when I was 15 years old. I moved from Kentucky to Chicago for my sophomore year of high school. And up till that point, I'd listened to a lot of comedy records, and I'd always loved them. But I never understood that like comedians did it for work. I didn't understand quite the concept of what it was like to get paid to be a comedian. It just seemed like they were like creatures, like dinosaurs or giraffes or something. That's how they were. Somebody managed to record it and you just listened. There was no job involved. You go to Chicago and there they treat it very much like a blue collar profession that becomes a white collar career. You work on it, you build a craft, eventually you get good, and then you earn your pay at a higher level. And that really excited me because I'd never really thought about it in those terms before, and so I just figured right then, well, that's what I want to do. That'll be my career.
Who are some comedians that have inspired you in your own work?
Carlin is probably my #1 hero because I appreciate the craft of stand-up, that he spent so much time writing that when he comes up with an idea, he just goes, I got a joke, I got a cat, I'll make some jokes about it because I'm a cat owner. There's got to be other cat people out there, I'll just do that. He would go, what's everything I know about cats? What's everything you know about cats? What's everything we assume about cats? What's everything you assume about cats? And he would create from that a huge spectrum of thought and characterization, and then he would boil that down into a complete picture of what it's like to own a cat. And that, in many ways, was him creating what I call the bit. You don't write a bit about washing your car or going to the movies. You write the bit.
Who's someone you'd like to work with in the future?
Oh, tons of people. I mean, Michael Palin from Monty Python, whom I think is the funniest of the Pythons, and in many ways the smartest. I would sit in the same room and read a book with him. I don't care. He's such a brilliant guy. gosh, Gary Oldman as an actor, I think that, you know, he's one of those people who's very surprising and makes some very proud, shocking choices, but that aren't distracting like Crispin Glover's would be, you know. Charles Grodin, Robert De Niro, you know, the kind of running gamut of those guys.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. Have
Absolutely.
a great show tonight.
I will.
For Ryder Right Now, this has been Kristen Salvatore.
Keep your eyes open for other Student Entertainment Council events and who's coming to campus for the spring concert. Lifestyles is back this week, so here's another fabulous edition with me, Kelly Dixon.
Hey Ryder, some of you might recognize where I am right now, but for those of you who don't, you have no idea what you're missing. I'm in Princeton, New Jersey, only a few miles down the street from school, and there are so many things to do here. Come with me.
Hail to the old Ivy League, poison Ivy League.
Some of you might be at Ryder because you couldn't get into here, but doesn't mean you can't still come hang out.
They're gonna have panty raids and make their own lemonade. They'll live it up just like the big boys do. Boys in Ivy League, boys in that Ivy League.
Princeton is such a historic place. In the summer of 1783, the Continental Congress was held at Nassau Hall at Princeton University, making Princeton, New Jersey the capital of the United States for 4 months.
We'll go to bed so early tonight. Before exams, they need a lot of rest. They gotta make good for Dad. They gotta make good so bad. They'll even pay someone.
In 1777, during the War for Independence, General George Washington led his troops to victory over the British right here in the Battle of Princeton.
So full of bunk. Poison Ivy League.
You might recognize this from the movie A Beautiful Mind, which was filmed here, but what you might not know is that many other famous actors, actresses, and politicians attended the university as well.
And you can bet they'll be the head of the company.
Albert Einstein was a professor at this university and lived here until he died in 1955. All that history made me hungry, and I'm here at the Yankee Doodle Taproom, where they have a wall dedicated to all those famous people I told you about who attended the university. And some of them have carved their names right into the table, along with other students who attended Princeton.
That poison Ivy League.
Princeton has been a town since 1756 and was ranked number 15 out of 100 top U.S. towns to live in, work, and visit by Money Magazine. I'm here at the famous Palmer Square, and I'm ready to shop.
I'm gonna stop shopping around 'cause I found.
I'm not gonna lie, in Princeton, you might just have to window shop.
Oh, the very first time you touched my lips, took my little red book and I tore it in bits. Ain't gonna be searching no more.
For dessert, I decided to bring you to my favorite ice cream spot in Princeton, the Halo Pup. It's so yummy. For Ryder Right Now, this has been Kelly Dixon.
Check back next week for another entertaining Lifestyles update. Let's turn to Gina now to hear about the latest in entertainment.
Thanks, Kelly. On Thursday, November 13th, the Cheetah Girls will be at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. On Saturday, November 15th and Sunday the 16th, Kings of Leon will be at the Electric Factory in Philadelphia. And on Tuesday, November 18th, Jack's Mannequin will be at the TLA in Philly. Now, let's look at some new movies opening in theaters on Friday, November 14th. The next installment of the 007 movies is finally here. Quantum of Solace follows James Bond, played by Daniel Craig, as he battles a member of the Quantum Organization. In a minefield of treachery, murder, and deceit, Bond allies with old friends in a battle to uncover the truth.
How long have I got? 30 seconds. Well, that doesn't give us a lot of time.
Eden follows couple Bretta and Billy Farrell in a picturesque Irish town as their 10th wedding anniversary approaches. As Billy begins to obsess over a younger woman, Bretta desperately searches for a way to preserve their bond. Aidan Kelly and Eileen Walsh star in this drama.
You have to keep yourself in shape or no man will want you. Not even your own husband.
Wake me now. I've got to find a way.
Winner of the 2008 Sundance Film Festival, Fuel, is a documentary that exposes shocking connections between the auto industry, the oil industry, and the government. It also explores alternative energy such as solar, wind, electricity, and biodiesel fuel.
Get a medium Sprite and all your used cooking oil, please.
Hey man, how many French fries to the acre does that thing get? I mean, people were interested.
1988. I'm sitting on the foot of my mother's bed. She's sick. This section of land in Louisiana has the highest number of cancer incidents in the United States.
People are sick, people are dying in this state, and it's because of oil processing.
Do I tell people the truth? That I grew up hating oil companies.
Catch these movies and others at your local theater. Back to you, Kelly.
Thanks, Gina. On Ryder's campus, the Student Entertainment Council is showing The Dark Knight this weekend. You can see it in the Swaggart Auditorium on Thursday, November 13th through Saturday, the 15th, starting at 7:30 p.m.
People are dying. What would you have me do?
Endure. You can be the outcast. You can make the choice that no one else will face. The right choice. Gotham needs you. A little fighting here. I like that.
Then you're gonna love me. Now that's more like it, Miss Wayne.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to tune in next week to find out what's going on at Ryder right now. I'm your host, Kelly Dixon. We'll see you later, Ryder.